Hi, this is Barry from Annapolis Yoga. Today we're going to work on one of our first balance poses, tree pose. Now, tree pose is a wonderful pose. It's a great balance pose both physically and mentally. Physically, it really can give you a great sense of balance. No matter, even if you can't do the full extent of it, just trying tree pose every time you do your practice can give you an incredible sense of balance. Muscle-wise, it'll strengthen the arches of your feet, your ankles, your calves, and your thighs. And mentally as well, it can really give you balance. If you're feeling a little bit out of control, a little bit over-revved, a little overwhelmed, just doing tree pose for a moment or two really settles the mind. Now, one of the things you should know about tree pose, doesn't make a difference how long you've been doing yoga for. Sometimes tree pose, you got it, and some days you don't. Really depends. Even people who've been doing yoga for 10, 20 years, some days their balance is just off. So just remember that when you do it. You may not be able to do it perfectly every day, but that's not really what matters. What matters is you're trying. So let's go ahead and try it. We're going to start from a nice standing position. We're going to be in mountain pose. We want to have our feet inner hip width distance and parallel. And we really want to engage our leg muscles. So we're going to lift the toes, really ground down into the floor, and go ahead and release the toes. We want to press back on the thighs a little bit, and we really want to have a nice firm pose. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to shift the weight to one side, and you can start on whichever side you want. And there's a lot of different modifications for tree pose. First thing we can do is putting just about all my weight in this foot here. You can turn, and this is probably the most basic modification. I'm just resting my heel against the ankle, trying to keep the front of my body nice and squared. You can go ahead and take it up a little bit higher. You can put your foot on your calf, and you want to go ahead and press the foot into your calf. Will give you balance. Or you can go higher. If you're feeling good, you can go all the way up and place your foot all the way on your thigh. The one thing you really want to avoid is put it any place but not on your knee. Okay. Once you position yourself in the start of tree pose, take a couple breaths. I used to have a lot of trouble doing tree, and what I realized was the key to tree pose is relaxing the muscles in your face, breathing, nice relaxed, non-straining breath, and also picking a point in space called a dristi. That's a point which is not moving. So if you're in a yoga class, don't look at people in front of you, don't look at the instructor, just pick a point. Some people like to pick a point about 8 feet in front of them on the floor. I usually pick a point a little bit further and at eye level. You can bring your hands together. Take another breath here. And if you feel you have the balance today, go ahead and extend the arms up in the air, lengthening the side body all the way from the waist through the fingertips, growing taller. And if you wobble a little bit, that's okay. Trees sway in the breeze. I'm wobbling, and I feel a little bit of my calves right now. And I'm going to just relax and take 3 more breaths. And to come out of it, return the hands. Lower the leg. You could shake out your feet. You may feel a little bit in your calves. My calves are burning a little bit. And let's go ahead and do the other side. Okay, so back to mountain pose. You want to press in with your back thighs. Lift your toes for just a second. Make sure your legs are nice and engaged. You want your shoulder blades on your back. And go ahead and you can shift the weight. Before you even lift that foot, just shift the weight. And I have most of my weight right in this foot here. And you can start here. You can bring your foot up, put it on your calf, or you can grab it and place it all the way up on your thigh. Remember, just try to relax. Take nice, slow, even breaths. Put our hands together and pick that drishti, pick that focal point. And give it a nice soft gaze. Don't be staring at it or really straining your face. Just nice soft gaze. And when you're ready, the arms go up. If you're wobbling, that's okay. You're just getting stronger. Let's take 3 more breaths. And to come out of it, hands together, slowly lower the leg down and shake it all out. And that's how you do tree pose. And just from doing that the last 2 minutes, I can feel myself, I feel a lot calmer. Definitely puts you more into your body, feel a lot more balanced, but it really calms the mind. It may take a while to get the hang of it, but once you do, and even the process of doing it, it's really a wonderful pose to add to your practice. Well, thanks for watching today's video, and namaste.